we saw him at Kenya Cultural Center, and there's something cool going on.
Stories of Thuita, guys! Stories of Thuita!
Now, the year is 1880. We're in 1880. Are we all together? The year is 1880. And as you can see, animals are roaming around. We are the Ma people. The Maasai people are popularly known. Nairobi and Nairobi was only our land where we used to bring our animals and our cattle to come and drink water from the what? The place of the cool? Water. Which is Nairobi. Yes, we the Morans used to build our manyatas on this land and hunt for lions and animals, especially the lions, and spear our spears and blood them and smear them with lion blood. Lion blood! Because we are the Ma people. We are the Ma people. You all know Chief Wado here? How many? Let's go. If you know Chief Wado here, wait. Tunani nyume attend. Sawa. So the notorious collaborator called Chief Wado here. The village of Lari Masakazi were all butchered to send a message, and the guy continued collaborating. And as he was just cruising down the street on his Cadillac, cruising down the street on his Cadillac. Let's go. Cruising down the street on his Cadillac. Cruising down the street on his Cadillac. Let's go. Cruising down the street on his Cadillac. Let's go. Killing down the street on his Cadillac. Killing down the street on his. The Mau pulled up on him. Let's go. The Mau pulled up on him. Let's go. And pew 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 on him.
And pew 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 on him.
Let's go. And pew 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 on him. Let's go.
And pew 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 on him.
Let's go.
And pew 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 on him.
And then when they pumed on him, the nigger died. The notorious collaborator Chief Waro Hio, colonialist all the way from Norfolk to railways, railways to Norfolk, Norfolk to railways, railways to Norfolk. Okay, twende Norfolk to railways,
Railways to Norfolk.
Norfolk to railways,
Railways to Norfolk.
using a rig show. The road by then was called Government Road, not Moi Avenue. Noted? This road was not called Harituku, it was called Kingsway Lane. Noted? Now, Theodore was shipping them all the way from Kingsway Lane to Government Lane to railways and back again. And now this day, boy, have you been, boy?
I've been good.
Been good, boy? I'm calling you more than 7 times and you're not even answering me.
Yes,
Is everything okay?
Yes.
And I'll command you right now to take me all the way to railways. I have a meeting right there about the municipal council of Nairobi want to build something at Victoria Street. Victoria Street, guys, Tom Boy. Tom Boy. Victoria, why don't you tell me Victoria Street, boy?
Yes.
And I command in one. Here.
Let's not forget their names. Let's not forget their names. Let's not forget their names.
Did someone say Modoni Nyanjiro?
Yeah.
Did someone say Modoni Nyanjiro? Yeah. Now, the year is 14th of March 1922. Two home guards, Kipto and Kiru, they just seated just unachua kanto ya the OP test wamesimama kanto.
Unachua huku tuambia OB concept gani?
Na OP pole sana ni ponde directions. Lakini they were just seated at the OP desk, just right inside the Kingsway police na kucha huku Kipto, ubalance.
Balance.
Yeah, the balance base, tuna balance. Sasa, as we were saying, part to nini is that They were inside the Kingsway police line. By then, like inside is called Central Police Station. So just inside the OB desk, relaxing. They were using their smartphones in 1922. They were on their earpods, you know, enjoying, you know, name it, show me.
Nitumie hiyo meme,
Nitumie hiyo meme. Sindio? Umetumia na meme? Nitatumia. Utatumia na una-enjoy? Atakutumia? So they ask each other, utani-enjoy, unani-enjoy, wifi yako inashika?
Yangu inashika.
Oh, yako ni bundle zama ni Viper.
Yangu ni Okoa.
So 1922 wanatoa wametumia Okoa, Fuliza's name. My God, wow. An act, eh? So as they were enjoying on their smartphone, wanajibamba hata wana mbio. Suddenly, Captain Lamley appeared. You work with them. Captain Lamley appeared. You wanna be Captain Lamley, my brother?
Sure.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Now Captain Lamley appeared. They started charging and charging and charging and charging and charging with no fear. Towards the police line, and they were getting closer and closer and closer and closer. Captain Lamley, turning pink, is whatever any blondes they're standing. He gave an order in 1, 2, 3, fire, boys! Fire! Pow! 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 So the thing is, where you're standing right now, from that section all the way from the sub-commissioner's office until running down to Huru Highway was nothing but owned by the Jivanji family, especially Jivanji himself. So right here standing at the Indian section, all the way from Kingsway, running hadi Palipani to the bazaar. How many know the bazaar? And then running all the way to Koja. How many know Koja? Yeah. All those shops until Koinange, Stewart Road, and then Koinange. Are we all together? Yeah. That was nothing but purely an Indian sect. Sure. So as you realize, tumetoka the European section, which is the high end, Sindio? Yeah. Protected with the police, you cannot cross. And then we have this section, the Indian section. And then as we walk down Nairobi, we go to the railway. Now where the watu wa chini kwa chini walikuwa nawekwa. Because Nairobi was a railway depot. Are we together? Yeah. So let's go. Now this is the Indian section.
The African instrumentalist on the percussion.
Imagine by the time of the 1900, Jivanji Ali by Mullah Jivanji, Ali Bulaye, Ali Bumaye, 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 now Ali Jivanji, Ali by Mullah. By?
Mullah.
By? Mullah. Jivanji was the richest man by the time of 1900. Ask me why?
Why?
Because that guy was the hash puppy of the 1900. Na kuambia ule jamaa ile pesa alikuwa nayo ungedhani ni ya forex. Wajenga nyinyi. Tunakufa. Aya, bad joke. Now, by the time of 1900, Ali Bai Mullah Jivanjee became one of the richest men in East Africa because by the time he was just landing into Kenya, he had already been given a contract of shipping Indian artisans and coolies. How many know who coolies are? Dankey? Yes, coolies. They are.
The people who carry bags.
Yes, they are people, they were the helpers. Are we all together? Yeah. They're the helpers who helped in the building of the railway. So by the time of 1896, Ali Bai Mullah Jivanjee had already shipped 200 Indian coolies, and then he went 2,500, and then by the time of 1906, he had shipped 30,000 Indian coolies. Yoni biashara, yoni tender, making him even more richer. Then he won the heart of the Brits, Imperial British East African Company. And what he did is that they gave him a tender of recruiting, hold for sound, of recruiting 300 policemen, 300 policemen into the police line, making him even more richer. And then after that, he won the heart of the Brits again, and he was given a tender of buying, and he discovered the East African standard. That he went ahead and sold it for, I think, like 50 pounds, I'm not right, making him more even richer. So the garden you see behind me is called the Jivanjee Garden, owned by the family of the Ali Bai Mullah Jivanjee. And he donated this 5-acre land to the municipal council by then. You know, Brits were gonna like, you just take the land. We have no use of this swampy land. But the guy was smart, he donated it. And it has been here for years and years, but the government has kind of been trying to. We all together? Yep. Grab it and build a parking space. But the family came back, and what they did was they closed na wakafunga kesi until today. The land is still here, and this is space where watu huandamana, wanakuja wanagather for kamukunji, preaching. You say it. The term andamano, you remember feminist? Fight for feminists? You remember feminists? Yep. You all remember? Yeah. The location was? Here. Jivanjee. So this land has a kind of, let me call it a spiritual area.
I had to cut the show halfway because Thuita finished practice. But basically, they're telling the story about Nairobi whilst walking through Nairobi.